Ulster started the night second in the table behind Glasgow, and off the back of a win in Dublin over Leinster, Mark Anscombe's side looked to have put their Pro 12 campaign firmly back on the rails. The home side boosted by the return of Tommy Bowe, making his first start since December. Dragons have had a difficult campaign and came into this game off 3 successive defeats. The exchanges were very tight early on, with neither team posing too many serious threats, but that would all change in the second quarter, and it was almost inevitable that it would be the returning Bowe who would make the breakthrough. Paul Marshall with the pass to Bowe, and clinical finishing from the Irish international for the first score of the match. Ruan Pienaar, playing at out half for the rested Paddy Jackson, kicked a marvellous conversion to make it 7-0 for Ulster. Dragons were still in the game at this point, but they didn't help themselves when out half Dan Evans was sent to the bin by referee Leighton Hodges for dissent. Evans disagreeing with the ref's interpretation of the rules. The out half an important cog in the Dragons' machine, and straight away Pienaar put the penalty over to make it 10 points to 0. The floodgates were in danger of opening, and in the 35th minute, Stuart Olding in the side for Luke Marshall showed a clean pair of heels to a flat-footed Dragons defence. Olding's third try of the campaign, and Ulster now had a commanding 17-0 lead after Pienaar converted. It was to get better for the home side before the half-time break. Irish international centre Darren Cave getting in on the try-scoring action. The man from the same town as Rory McIlroy, Hollywood and County Down, playing a starring role. That was try number 3, and the bonus point was in sight. Pienaar converted, and it was 24 points to 0 at half-time. With Glasgow struggling at Scarlets, Ulster knew that they had a great chance to go back to the top of the table with 2 games to go before the playoffs. And 5 minutes into the second half, they clinched the bonus point when Paul Marshall, who was playing scrum half with Pienaar switched to out half, made a wonderful sniping run right by the touchline to cross over for try number 4. The bonus point victory in the bag, because when Pienaar converted, it was 31-0, and there'd be no coming back from that for Dragons. However, there was still time for Dragons to produce one of the tries, not only of the weekend, but of the entire season. From deep inside their own 22, the visitors went for the all-or-nothing option. Some of the Ulster tackling may have been tired, but that's to take nothing away from Dragons. This was simply exquisite movement from the men in black. Jonathan Evans found fullback Tom Prydie, who dived over for a spectacular score. Stephen Jones missed the conversion, but that was almost an irrelevance after such a wonderful team try. At last, some fire from the Dragons, but crucially Ulster still had plenty of scores to spare and led 31-5. The home side continued to look for more, but that's how it finished. And with Glasgow slipping up in Wales, Ulster were back to the top of the table with this win. They face Connacht in Galway next. Dragons' poor run continues, but at least they scored a truly memorable try in this game. Final score at Ravenhill, Ulster 31, Dragons 5.